Oh, would you mind that I can recording the video because we need
Yeah,
to
that's fine.
as a evidence because we did the interview.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine. You
so
use it. Yeah.
okay. So can we start the interview? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, let me start recording. Okay. So can you please introduce yourself?
Okay.
Like,
My name is Jen Wei. I'm a life skills facilitator in Taylor's, and I'm a clinical psychologist at the Mind at Jaya One.
okay. So I also want to ask you some question about the international student. So the first question is, from your experience working with students, what kind of emotional or mental challenges do international students face when they adjusting to a new culture?
That's a good question. First one to be always here is culture shock, because most of the students, most of the clients that we see, they come from all parts of the world, right? They could be from China, they could be from the UAE. The one thing they always say is culture shock. And usually I wouldn't be able to be in their shoes until I started traveling. I went to Japan for the first time. Wow, everything was so nice. The people were so friendly. The culture was very different. And I thought, wow, for the first few days, very nice. A few days
Oh,
later, when I realized I couldn't speak Japanese, started hitting me. Oh no, I started panicking. I can't speak Japanese. No one could communicate with me. The way I was much different in Japan. Everyone was polite, quiet. There was no trash on the floor. There was no noise. You couldn't speak in the trains. And although it was just 2 weeks for me, if I had to be there for 3 months, 6 months, a year, it would have been very scary.
okay.
So for
So,
most clients, definitely culture shock. And another one would be homesickness and loneliness as well. Uh, that is one of the main few concerns that we hear, because coming to a new country, it's very hard to make friends.
yeah. So for international student, it's very difficult to adapt to a new country, especially for the new culture. So the
Yes.
second question is, how do things like different cultural values, communication styles, or identity struggles affect international students' mental health?
Hmm. Okay, let's talk cultural values for once. Some cultures, seeking help is a big no-no.
Mm,
You cannot ask for help. I found out about this from my Arabic clients. They mentioned that in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, mental health does not exist. So when they're feeling a lot of emotions, they have nowhere to go.
yeah.
So perhaps for international students, when they come to Malaysia, where mental health is starting to grow, perhaps there are feelings of shame or guilt, so that they feel that it's a bit bad. I shouldn't be seeking for help. Maybe that can also affect their mental health in a way.
Yes. So for my experience when I first come Malaysia, before I come to Malaysia, the first things I'm afraid because I'm afraid the people here they speak English with accent, so I'm afraid that I couldn't understand it. So this is my experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
right.
So the third question is, why do you think some international students hesitate to ask for help from counseling service even when they seem very stressed or anxious?
Okay. I think there was one class I taught stigma.
Yeah.
Right. They will always mention it's just like cultural values. They say that perhaps if you ask for help, you're crazy.
Mm,
Something's wrong with you. So that's one thing they always say, stigma. Like you mentioned yourself, even coming to Malaysia, people speak English.
yeah.
They have an accent, very scary.
Yeah.
And how can you ask for help when your therapist is speaking, a language that you don't understand?
Mm,
So sometimes maybe it could be language barrier.
yeah.
It stops them from asking for help.
Yeah. Same.
You know?
So I'm afraid that people speak Malay to me because I couldn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I
Yeah.
went to the shopping mall, someone asked
Uh-huh.
me for help in Malay. So I'm very scared because I couldn't understand. They couldn't speak English. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not alone. I'm Malaysian. I've been here for 27 years of my life, I still cannot speak proper Malay. I still cannot speak proper Mandarin.
Oh, really? Because also last semester I took the Bahasa Melayu. I'm also
Yeah.
afraid of that because
Yes,
I'm
yes,
afraid that I
yes.
will fall that course.
Yes,
Yeah,
very scary.
yeah, it is scary.
Okay.
So the fourth question is like, could you please share an example of a student who received counseling support and managed to adjust better afterwards?
I had a client long time ago. He came in, he shared symptoms of depression,
Mm,
anxiety, stress, but we gave him a diagnosis. It's called adjustment disorder. So to make it sound normal,
yeah,
adjustment disorder is basically a change in emotions, a change in behaviors because of a sudden stressor, meaning a sudden something that's very stressful. And usually this happens when someone moves into a new country. Makes sense, right?
yeah, makes
So
sense.
with therapy, we basically helped him with the emotions, we helped him with the behaviors because he stopped eating, he stopped sleeping. So you see, it's very surface for now. We work on the emotions. We did some activities for the behaviors so that he can start, living a healthier life. But most importantly, it's just giving them that space to talk because they just moved out from home. They are traveling all across the world and they're far away from family, they're far away from home. People around aren't friendly, right? In a new country, people aren't friendly. So most importantly, I think with therapy, right, it's just giving them that space to really talk it out. And I think within a few sessions, they came back, they're perfectly fine. They've made friends, they're able to sleep, eat, emotions are fine. And that's what adjustment disorder is. After maybe a few months, you're going to start noticing the symptoms will decrease.
So the last question is, what do
Mm,
you think universities can do to make
mm.
mental health support more welcoming and culturally sensitive for international students?
Definitely have a diverse
Mm,
support team. Because right now, our counselors, our clin psychs, we're only trained or they're only trained to work with, let's say, local students.
yeah,
Perhaps a more educational setting where they can learn about different cultures. They are more should be more open to meet, let's say, people from different countries that would help. Maybe hiring like a team of people from different areas as well. That could be very helpful. Another one was this. If you recall, there was a group project last semester for EIA. One student actually mentioned, why not have a peer support or buddy system, meaning for international schools that come to uni, they will be assigned someone from the same country so that they can be a buddy.
yeah, like they have the same cultural backgrounds.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Very useful, and of course, make mental health accessible. Have
Mm.
events, have campaigns, invite all these international students so that they know that, oh, Malaysia, we have this something.
Yeah, yeah. I also noticed that like last week I went to
Yeah.
campus. I noticed that they held a road show. Like
Mm,
they different apartment they also get together. And I
mm,
also noticed that there is a department called counseling service that help
mm.
students to like solve their mental health problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Just make it accessible. As long
yeah,
as
yeah,
we
yeah.
know it, it's fine. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's all the question.
Okay,
Okay,
no
okay,
worries.
okay.
Thanks,
I
Bowen.
start recording
Mm,
the video.
okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you,
No
Mr.
worries. Was that
Henry.
good enough?
Yeah, good enough. Because we need
Good
to,
enough.
uh, according to this interview, we need to write a essay. Like the
Um,
tutor will ask the essay which platform you want to publish, like
okay.
social media or like the website for the campus. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
It's
okay,
really
good, good,
useful.
good, good. Any questions? Just WhatsApp me. You have my number.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
can
yeah.
reply, I'll
Okay.
reply from there.
Thank you for your help and thank you for your time.
No worries. You take care. Okay. All the best for
Okay,
your
all the
assignment.
best. Okay, see you, see you.
Okay.
Hope
See
to see you
you.
on campus.
Yeah, you
Okay,
too.
see you, see you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye, bye bye.